Hello my dear students, welcome back to the session. In this session, let me consider a few examples in the lesson motion in a straight line, and those examples can be solved with help of what? Differentiation as well as what? Integration in calculus. In the calculus, we come across the two important applications called differentiation as well as the integration. With the help of differentiation and integration, or with the help of calculus, we can solve some of the examples which are related to what? Kinematics, that is motion in a straight line. I guess you know very well some of the parameters which are related to the moving body are, of course, distance or displacement of a body. Next we come across what? Velocity of a moving body. Next we come across what? Acceleration of a moving body. So displacement, velocity, acceleration, these parameters can be determined with the help of what? The calculus. Okay. Imagine if x is a displacement of a body. Generally, the x is function of t, that is a displacement of a body changes with respect to what? Time. Sometimes displacement is represented by x. Sometimes the displacement is represented by what? Y here. Sometimes the displacement may be represented by s. Generally, the displacement is a function of time. What is the meaning of displacement is a function of time? That is, displacement of a body changes with respect to time here. The first differentiation of displacement with respect to time will give us velocity. Displacement with respect to time differentiation ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ will get what? The velocity of a moving body. Therefore, what is the velocity of a moving body? The velocity of a moving body can be determined as velocity may be dx by dt, or velocity may be what? dy by dt, or velocity may be what? ds by dt. What is velocity here? The velocity is a differentiation of displacement with respect to time. Displacement equation with respect to time differentiation ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ what result we are getting, that result we will call it as a velocity of a moving body. Tell me how you are getting the velocity. Velocity can be obtained by differentiating what? Displacement with respect to time. Therefore, the velocity can be calculated by using the formula dx by dt or dy by dt, or in general ds by dt. But generalized formula is, what is velocity? Velocity is a differentiation of what? Displacement with respect to time. Now we'll go to the next discussion here. Imagine that if velocity changes with respect to the time, continuously the velocity of a body changes with respect to the time, I will differentiate velocity with respect to the time. Velocity equation with respect to the time differentiation ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ will get what? dv by dt. What is dv by dt here? Differentiation of velocity with respect to time that give rise to the next physical quantity, that is called acceleration. How you are getting acceleration? Acceleration is obtained by differentiating velocity with respect to what? Time. Concentrate here. What is a velocity? Velocity is a what? dx by dt. That is differentiation of displacement with respect to the time, we'll call it as a velocity. Next, what is acceleration? Acceleration is a differentiation of velocity with respect to what? Time. The differentiation of velocity with respect to time, we'll call it as a acceleration. So next I will move forward here. Focus on the next points here. Say for example, if ds by dt, what is ds by dt? Rate of change of displacement. Or ds is a displacement here. ds by dt is called differentiation of displacement with respect to the what? Time. This give rise to the what? Velocity. Or dx by dt is what? Velocity. Or dy by dt is what? Velocity. ds by dt is equals to what? V. This implies ds equals to what? V dt. ds equals to V dt, or integrating both sides. Integrating both sides. Integration of ds is s here. Therefore, I will integrate RHS. We will get V dt. Concentrate here. How we are getting displacement? Displacement can be obtained by integrating velocity. Velocity na integration ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ displacement ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Displacement na differentiation ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ velocity ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Concentrate ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ? Displacement na differentiate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ velocity ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay? Velocity na integrate ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, integration ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ displacement ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Therefore, what is displacement here? Displacement S is a integration of velocity with respect to time. Okay. Next, go to the acceleration. What is acceleration here? dv by dt is equals to a. We'll call it as acceleration. Okay. Next, dv equals to what? A dt. dv is equals to what? A dt. Integrating both sides. If we integrate both sides, integration of dv is what? V here, we left with integration of what? A dt. Therefore, what is velocity? Velocity is the integration of acceleration with respect to the time. Velocity is the integration of acceleration with respect to time. Velocity is a integration of acceleration with respect to time. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಕಾನ್ಸಂಟ್ರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ 4 ಪ್ಯಾರಾಮೀಟರ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ ಟೈಪ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ವಿ? Velocity is obtained by differentiating displacement. Displacement na differentiation ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ velocity ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ velocity na integration ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ displacement ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay? Similar way, velocity na differentiation ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ acceleration ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Velocity na differentiation ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ acceleration ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Acceleration na integration ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ will get what? Velocity. So these are the 4 important formulae which are used to calculate what? The 4 important parameters in kinematics, and those important parameters are called, one is displacement, another one is what? The velocity, third one is what? The acceleration, and these parameters can be calculated or determined with the help of what? The calculus, either by using integration or by using what? The differentiation. So based on this calculation, based on this calculus, let me solve some of the important problems in the lesson what? Kinematics, or else in the lesson motion in a straight line. Okay, let me take one by one here. Yes, dear students, I have one best example from the lesson motion in a what? Straight line, that can be solved with the help of what? The calculus. Look at the example here. The displacement x of a body as function of time is given by t equals to root x plus 3. Find displacement of a body when velocity is 0. They have given the equation in which displacement is x, t is time. The displacement is x here, t is time, and that displacement changes with respect to what? The time. They are asking you to calculate the same displacement. You have to calculate the displacement of a body when velocity of a body is 0. Velocity of a body 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ displacement x ಎಷ್ಟಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು calculate ಮಾಡೋದಿದೆ. Let me take equation here. What is the given equation? T is equals to what? Root x plus 3. T is equals to root x plus 3. First we will find velocity. Why? Because you know very well. ಯಾಕೆ velocity find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Because we have to find the displacement when velocity is 0. In order to make velocity 0, let me have velocity equation. ನಂತರ velocity equation ಇರಬೇಕಲ್ಲ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ first step ನಲ್ಲಿ velocity ನ find out ಮಾಡೋಣ. By putting velocity v equals to 0, we will find the value of what? The displacement. Okay, next I will continue here. Root x, transfer t to this side, it will be t minus 3. Okay, root x equals to t minus 3, squaring both sides. If you square, the root will get cancelled. Then the square of t minus 3, square of t minus 3, it is of the form a minus b whole square. ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳಿ? t square plus 3 square, 3 square is 9, minus 2ab, minus 2a is t and b is 3. Total it will be minus 60. 6t. Okay na? Squaring both sides, I will get value of what? The x. Look at the problem. ಏನು find out ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ನನಗೆ? Find the value of displacement. X ನ find out ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Find the value of displacement when velocity is 0. Velocity 0 ಇದ್ದಾಗ displacement ಅನ್ನು find out ಮಾಡೋದಿದೆ. How you are finding the velocity from this equation? You know very well which equation it is. It is a displacement equation. How you are finding the velocity from displacement? Differentiate displacement with respect to time. You will get velocity. ಈ equation ನ with respect to time differentiation ಮಾಡ್ರಿ ನಿಮಗೆ dx by dt ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ. That dx by dt will call it as a velocity. Okay, I will differentiate with respect to time. Differentiating with respect to time. What is the differentiation of x with respect to time? Dx by dt, which is equals to, what is the differentiation of t square? I guess you know it is 3t, plus differentiation of 9 is 0, minus differentiation of 6t is 6. Okay na? Next, dx by dt is nothing but what? It is velocity. V equals to 3t minus 6. This is velocity. Okay, but look at the statement of the problem. ಏನು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ? Find the displacement when velocity is 0. That's what I will put. V equals to 0. V equals to 0. If v equals to 0, then I left with 3t minus 6. Transfer minus 6 to this side. 6 equals to 3t, or t equals to what? 6 by 3, which is equals to 2. ಅಂದ್ರೆ velocity 0 ಯಾವಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ ಹೇಳ್ರಿ? When t equals to 2, the velocity will be 0. Velocity 0 ಇರಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ t equals to 2 ಇರಬೇಕು. By substituting t equals to 2, the velocity will become 0. Then I can find the displacement. ಈ equation ನಲ್ಲಿ, displacement equation ನಲ್ಲಿ t equals to 2 ಹಾಕೊಂಡ್ಬಿಡ್ರಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಈ equation ನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದು. No problem. ಇಲ್ಲಿ substitute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. t equals to 2. 2 equals to root x plus what? 3. Okay, root x. Or else you can substitute here. Very simplest, already simplified ಇದೆ ನಮಗೆ. X equals to what? T square plus 9 minus 60 ಇದೆ. ಇಲ್ಲಿ substitute ಮಾಡೋಣ. X equals to T square. What is T square? 2 square, that is 4 plus 9 minus 6 into t value is 2. 4 plus 9 is 13 minus 6 multiplied by 2 is 12. 13 minus 12 is 1. What is the value of x here? The x value is equals to 1 meter. So what is displacement? Displacement is 1 meter when velocity is equals to 0. Velocity is equals to 0, then the displacement is equals to 1 meter. One of the very important type of example in the lesson kinematics, or else motion in a straight line. Yes, my dear students, I have next example here in which acceleration is given. Acceleration is given and they are asking you to determine what? Displacement or distance. Acceleration ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಡಿಸ್ಟನ್ಸ್ ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿದೆ. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, acceleration ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we have to integrate this equation. Integration ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಯಾವುದನ್ನ? If we integrate acceleration with respect to the time, we will get velocity. Acceleration integration ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ we will get velocity. Once again, if we integrate velocity, we will get a distance or displacement. Andre, if we integrate this equation 2 times, then we will get the value of what? The displacement. Look at the problem here. A particle initially at rest. Initially the particle is in the state of rest, moving in a straight line with an acceleration of a equals to 8 plus 12t meter per second square. Find distance covered by it in 3 seconds. Means you have to calculate the value of what? S here. S na calculate ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay na? Let me take acceleration here. A is equals to 8 plus 12t. This is acceleration. Acceleration is given. As I said, first I will find velocity. How you are finding velocity from acceleration? Velocity is given by integration of what? A dt. Integration of A dt will give rise to the value of what? The velocity. Further, integration of A dt. What is A here? 8 plus 12t dt. It is what? The acceleration value. Okay, V. Then we will integrate this one. V equals to integration of 8 dt plus 12t dt. Integration ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟಾಗುತ್ತೆ? It will be 8t plus what? 12t square by 2. Okay. Next V is equals to, I will get 8t plus what? 6t square. This is velocity. Okay. But we want distance traveled. We want distance traveled, that is value of S here. How you are finding the value of S? The value of S is obtained by integrating what? Velocity. Therefore, the distance S is given by integration of what? V dt. Integration of V dt. Therefore, S is equals to integration of what is V dt? 8t plus 6t square into dt. Integrate this equation. What is the integration? 8t dt integration is 8 times t cube by 3 plus 6t square. Sorry, 8t t square by 2. 6t square integration. 6t cube by 3. If we simplify, it will be S is equals to 8 by 2, that is 4t square, 6 by 3, that is 2t cube. So this is the equation for what? Distance or displacement. Look at the example. Find the distance covered by it in 3 seconds. Means you have to substitute the value of t as 3. E equation t value na 3 substitute ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ರಿ. Then tell me the final result here. What is the final result? S is equals to 4t square. How much is the t? 4t square. T value is 3, square is 9. Plus 2t cube. 2t cube. 2. T is 3. Its cube is 3 into 3, 9. 9 into 3 is 27. So 4 into 9 is how much it is? 36. 27 into 2 is what? 54. Total it is how much? 90. 90 meter is the value of what? The distance. Okay. Yes, dear students, let me take the next example. Velocity of a moving body in a straight line is given by v equals to root of 180 minus 16x. What is the acceleration of a body? Velocity is given and they are asking you to find the acceleration. We have to find the value of acceleration. Concentrate here. In this case, the velocity is not a function of time. It is a function of x. Function of time illa, function of x is a ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ concentrate ಮಾಡ್ರಲ್ಲಿ. We have v here. V is given root of what? 180 minus 16x. Okay. How you are finding acceleration from velocity? You know very well. If you differentiate velocity with respect to time. Differentiate velocity with respect to time. Then you will get what? Acceleration. Therefore, I will be differentiating with respect to time here. What is the differentiation of v with respect to time? It is given by dv by dt, which is equals to. So the entire term I will call it as a x here. ಈ complete term ಅನ್ನು ನಾನು x ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. Therefore ಇದನ್ನ x ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ it will be 180 minus 16 times x to the power 1 by 2 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆನಾ? 1 by 2. How will I differentiate this one? Complete term ಅನ್ನು ಒಂದೇ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಟ್ರೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡೋಣ. Therefore it will be 1 by 2 times what? 180 minus 16x whole to the power 1 by 2 minus 1. 1 by 2 minus 1. Differentiation idea is ankotina. So 1 by 2 into 180 minus 16x whole to the power 1 by 2 minus 1. It will be minus 1 by 2. And differentiation of inert function. Either differentiation ಮಾಡಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ. ಈ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗಿನ ಫಂಕ್ಷನ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಷಿಯೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ವಾಟ್ 180 is 0 minus 16x differentiation with respect to the time. 16x differentiation with respect to time is given by dx by dt. Such a type of differentiation technique you already studied in mathematics. Okay. Then dv by dt is nothing but what? It is acceleration. That acceleration is given by 1 by 2 into it is 180 minus 16x whole to the power minus 1 by 2 into what? Minus 16 minus 16 dx by dt. What is dx by dt here? Dx by dt is nothing but it is velocity. It is completely negative ಆಗುತ್ತೆ multiply ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ. Of course minus 16 into dx by dt. What is minus 16 into dx by dt? It is 16 times v ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Correct? Because dx by dt is nothing but what? It is velocity. Okay. Next. A can be written as, it is minus 1 by 2, 180 minus 16x whole to the power minus 1 by 2. ಅದನ್ನು ಡಿನಾಮಿನೇಟರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ 1 by 2. So minus 1 by 2, 180 minus 16x to the power minus 1 by 2 can be written as minus 1 by 2 as it is. 180 minus 16x to the power minus 2 can be written as root of 1 divided by root of 180 minus 16x. Okay. To the power minus 1 by 2, I will take to the denominator, it will become plus 1 by 2. 180 minus 16x to the power plus 1 by 2 can be written as root of 180 minus 16x. Further, 16 as it is. What is v here? What is the value of v? V is given by root of 180 minus 16x. This is root of 180 minus 16x. Next, what happens? Root of 180 minus 16x, root of 180 minus 16x gets cancelled. 16 divided by 2 is 8. Therefore, A is equals to minus 8 meter per second square. In this case, the acceleration is negative, indicating that the velocity of a body decreases and the body has negative acceleration, which means the body has a retardation here.